You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth and Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. A beautiful day here in Little River. We are up here on the water getting ready for the world-famous Blue Crab Festival going on this weekend.
I'll tell you what, everybody is setting up. It's going to be a beautiful weekend for the Crab Festival. I'm telling you, the Blue Crab Festival has gotten bigger. Every year, we're talking 30,000, 40,000 people come here.
It's world-famous.
Everywhere you go, you see signs or you hear about it, and people traveling, the motorcycle is motorcycle-friendly, and all the motorcycle guys are saying, hey, we're going up to the Blue Crab Festival. They got motorcycle parking.
That's right.
So they got it all.
It is such a great event. You know, families can come. There's live entertainment going on. There's great food, and there's obviously a lot of seafood here. We're live at Captain Jules Hurricane Restaurant, and they've got some great seafood. We're going to show that up in a little bit. And
we're going to show it, and we're going to eat it, too. That's what it's all about here. And it's a beautiful day. You got to make plans now to come to the Blue Crab Festival, because it's going to be exciting.
And let's check on that weekend weather.
All right.
Well, as you just saw, Little River is gorgeous right now, all the way down to Murrells Inlet, and even further south and inland. Lots of sunshine out there. A gorgeous start to your midday and afternoon. Murrells Inlet Marsh Walk camera showing blue skies, and we're already up to 82 in Myrtle Beach and Georgetown, Conway and Marion, up to 85 in Florence and Lumberton, 86 in Hartsville, 80 degrees in North Myrtle Beach. We'll actually begin to see a little sea breeze develop along the immediate Grand Strand. That'll bring down those temps just a touch. A few more clouds will be moving in this afternoon, especially more so for the inland areas. The bulk of the rain, though, will stay well to our west through the Tennessee and Mississippi Valley. We will be seeing the slim chance of an isolated thunderstorm out there today for the inland areas. We'll hold that case to be tomorrow as well. This little trough disturbance off to our west slowly slides eastward. It'll have some impacts on your Sunday and Monday forecast time frame for a better chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms along with the developing Piedmont trough. So we'll have to watch out for that for the second half of the weekend and beginning of next week. But today, mostly sunny to partly sunny for the inland areas, upper 80s to around 90 away from the beaches, low to mid 80s for the Grand Strand, upper 80s to low 90s for the inland areas. That is, it's going to be a warm day, a little bit breezy down along the coastline. An isolated thunderstorm early this evening, otherwise mostly clear and mild tonight. Temps will drop to the mid 60s as we head through the next 7 days. We're going to be looking for more of the same. Low to mid 80s for the Grand Strand, better chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms more so Sunday and Monday for both the Grand Strand and the inland areas. Inland looking at highs in the mid to upper 80s and wake up temps remaining in the mid 60s. Have a great weekend.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
I'm Tracy Vreeland, executive producer at News Channel 15. Here's what we're working on today. You'll hear from the son of a man seriously hurt in what police say was a DUI crash. His father is missing lung cancer surgery because of his injuries. His father's girlfriend was killed. A nephew and his roommate pleaded in the stabbing of the nephew's uncle in Murrells Inlet. We'll tell you what happened there. And there's good news on the job front tonight. We'll have the new unemployment numbers released today. Join us tonight for these stories and more on your news at 6 and 7.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're right here at Captain Jules Hurricane Restaurant. Now, this place has been around since 1945, and you've got to come up here and try the food. We're going to be talking about the food a little later. But the big deal, we're getting ready for the Blue Crab Festival event Saturday and Sunday.
That's right, going on right here in Little River. You know, we came last year, and actually we ate right here at Captain Jules.
We sure did.
Such a great event. You know, it's family friendly. They have live entertainment going on, all these vendors. You can find, you know, whatever you want. Plus, I just love to be out here on the waterfront. I mean, it's such a beautiful day. It's supposed to be beautiful this weekend.
That's right. There are a lot of boats going up and down the waterway here, and they're just, you know, it's just a great day. But I tell you, Saturday and Sunday is going to be a great day. Motorcycle friendly. With all the motorbike riders in town, you got to come down and see the show, because you can find anything you want, from plants to jewelry to wood products. Anything you're looking for, you're going to be able to find it right here.
That's right. And you know what? They have blue crab here, too.
That's right. We may be going to eat a little bit of that today. I'm telling you. This is the what annual is this?
32nd annual.
32nd annual. So it's been going on for a long time, bringing people in every year, and they're looking for 50,000 people this year.
That's a lot of people.
That's amazing.
And I tell you how popular this event is. They've had to turn vendors away because so many people want to be a part of this festival because it's such a big deal.
That's right. Tracy was telling balance and they want to get on the list in case somebody cancels where they can get in. This is a big deal. A lot of people come through here and they see your product, and it's a great way to promote your business if you have a business in this area or anywhere, and they come from all over to be a part of this show.
That's right. It's a great way to spend your weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We'll tell you more about it coming up, but first, let's take a look at your Bloomberg report.
More companies are screening their employees' health. The Kaiser Family Foundation found nearly half of U.S. companies with 200 or more workers have wellness programs. And these are programs that test workers' weight, blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol. And that number is likely to grow as the healthcare law is fully implemented. Meanwhile, we don't often talk about the cost of childhood mental illness, but it is substantial. The CDC found it costs nearly $250 billion a year. ADHD was the most prevalent diagnosis. Hospitalization for mood disorders increased 80% from 1997 to 2010. Well, fashionistas may like this news. Nordstrom says its top shop stores are so popular, it plans to add 28 more of them this fall. Sales overall for Nordstrom, though, were slow. And for the person who needs designer everything, there's another upscale item. You'll never believe what it is. Take a look. Designer Post-it notes. 3M is out with a new signature series. The Minneapolis Star-Tribune says it features designs by 16 artists. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with the Bloomberg Midday Report.
It's blue and it's big. The world-famous Blue Crab Festival in Little River, South Carolina. May 18th and 19th. Bring your family and meet your friends to enjoy more than 250 specialty arts and crafts, delicious food, award-winning live entertainment, fun kids area, and mouth-watering fresh seafood prepared only by local restaurants. Discounted tickets in advance at these locations. The world-famous Blue Crab Festival, May 18th and 19th. Brought to you by Premier Concierge, your event planning specialist, and these sponsors.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're up here in Little River, just outside of Captain Joe's Hurricane Restaurant. Check that beautiful shot out of the water. All the boats and people are riding up and down the waterway. And you know what they're thinking? Blue Crab Festival.
That's right, going on this weekend. Such a fun event, such a beautiful day out here in Little River, and this should continue for the weekend. Should be perfect.
That's
right?
what we're hoping for. I tell you what, we're looking forward to having beautiful weather and lots of crowds, and we have lots of vendors with lots of wonderful things, just lots and lots and lots.
Yeah, you're thinking 50,000 people, right?
Almost, yeah. Well, we've advertised in several different states. We've actually advertised in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, Tennessee. I mean, we've done a lot of advertising, and then of course word of mouth. We had somebody call us from Maryland that heard about it, wanted to come. People from New Jersey coming in, people from Pennsylvania, Atlanta, Georgia, you name it, we've got them coming in.
Lots of out-of-towners, but then lots of locals too. I want to talk about you. I mean, you're an example of generation after generation you come here to the festival.
Actually, that's one of the things that a friend of mine kind of termed with my family is the Blue Crab Festival has become generational for us. I came when I was growing up. Then after I got married and had children, I brought my children, even when they were in strollers. And now that, you know, I'm part of the team that puts it on, my children now are grown and they work the festival along beside me. So, you know, and then my son is, I have to say, my son has been married for a couple of years. He's going to have a baby, and now his little baby girl is going to start working the festival.
Well, what's so cool about this? People are saying, God, 50,000 people, I don't want to get into that. Let me tell you, it's very organized. They've got parking everywhere, and they've got buses that'll pick you up, bring you here, take you back to your car.
Free of charge.
Yeah, and there's no cost to that, and everything is set up perfect. You know, it's just great the way they work it. And, I mean, there'll be a lot of people, but there'll be plenty of parking and ways to get you in and out of here.
Yeah, there's plenty of space, and there's got the stage over there with the live entertainment.
We do. We have a main stage area over at the Big M parking lot. They give us that whole parking lot the entire weekend. And then we have areas along Highway 17, including Lowe's Food Store down there in Little River, not to mention all the other areas in Collision Masters, where you see the big banners that say Blue Crab Festival parking. Go in there, a shuttle bus within 2 or 3 minutes minutes. We'll be right there to pick you up, drop you off at the main gate.
You cannot beat that. That is the way to travel. The Blue Crab Festival getting ready. I see they're setting up. Everything's getting ready, right?
They're starting, absolutely.
And one of the neat things about it is the restaurants serve the seafood. You've got the food vendors in the festival, and then the restaurants all serve the seafood. And we're going to show you some examples of that coming up from here at Captain Jill's.
That's right. I
Hurricane.
can't wait. I can't wait. This place really can't put some food together.
Yeah, they can.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be back. We got a lot more coming up right here from the waterfront. We're getting ready for the Blue Crab Festival in Little River. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing in Florence has everything you need for summer wear. Seersucker suits are hot this year in 5 different colors. There's a large selection of linen suits, sports coats, and slacks. The newest craze, Southern Tide, is leading the way in bright new colors from dress shirts to casual wear. And now Southern Tide flip-flops. Hundreds of dress shirts, ties, and bow ties to make you look great. There's shorts, swimwear, and collegiate wear. Butler's is my clothing store, and if you want to look good, it should be yours.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're live on the waterfront in Little River at Captain Jill's Hurricane Restaurant, and man, there is some delicious food sitting in front of us.
Look at all of that food. What happened to the cake?
It is so good that I cannot stop eating it. I tell you what, this has to be one of the best cakes I've ever had. Fresh strawberries, right?
Yes.
All right, well, now tell us what all we got here. Let's start over here.
This is our Captain Jill's Big Fish Sandwich. It's a grouper sandwich. This is our seafood stew, which has grouper, shrimp, and scallops.
Whoa, okay.
This is our crab cake sandwich.
All right, and over here?
Soft shell crab sandwich.
Whoa.
Look at that. That's a soft shell
Hush
crab,
puppies.
right?
And our New England clam chowder.
And this big piece of cake, it used to be big. That is the size of the serving that y'all put out here.
Yes, it is. We get 12 slices out of a cake, and that's made with fresh local strawberries.
So good. And you have a lot of different kinds of cakes, don't you?
Yes, a lot.
What are some of the kinds? This is
lemon cake, hummingbird cake, chocolate coconut, red velvet, chocolate chip, chocolate peanut butter.
All right, now, Captain Jill's been around since 1945, so people know to come here for good food.
Yes, they do.
And I mean, these cakes are made fresh, every day?
Every day.
Gosh.
That's amazing.
And they're so good.
Yeah, who makes this?
Joe makes that. That's his recipe, kind of like a homemade soup, but you just throw in some.
This, okay. Let's see what we got here.
And it's served over rice.
Oh.
A little bite to it.
And you'll be serving all of this stuff throughout the festival.
Yes, all weekend.
Yeah, so, you know, when you come to the festival, you want to get some good seafood. You know, you come out to the restaurants, you come to Captain Jill's, because just look at this stuff. I mean, it's delicious. This is a huge piece of grouper right there.
Yes.
And it's fresh. They caught that fish a few minutes ago. I saw them pull it in.
Yeah, but the hard part is you have to save room for dessert because you cannot come here without trying a piece of cake.
That's right.
Sure.
Now, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 22 years.
22 years.
Yep. And Joe, 39 years.
39
39,
years.
yes.
Well, that's amazing. You get to meet a lot of people here.
A lot of characters.
What's your favorite thing about the Blue Crab Festival?
It brings a lot of people to Little River that's never been here before, and then they'll come back at a later date and see us again and have lunch or dinner with us.
I bet.
That's a good thing about it. So y'all going to be packed over the weekend.
I sure hope so.
You got some places outside they can eat, inside, and you got a good view up here on the deck.
We can seat about 350 people, so we're ready.
Nice.
Oh, man, this is so good. All right. You got to try that, Amanda. I promise you.
Can I try
so
this?
good. You go ahead and press. Here, pull it over here.
And it's really good when it's hot. It's like I say, it's kind of like
this is so good. I mean, it's just.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's all you get. That was mine. No.
No, I get my one.
We got a lot more coming up. You stay with us. We're getting ready for the Blue Crab Festival right here in Little River. And you talking about a party weekend, entertainment, everything. It's all going to be happening right here. Stay with us. We'll be back. And welcome back, everybody. Look at there. People already out on the deck having lunch today, and they're talking about a beautiful day, Amanda.
That's right. They're over there at Fibbers on the Water. We're at Captain Jules Hurricane Restaurant with a spread of food in front of us. And you got a bite of that strawberry cake. Isn't it good?
That strawberry cake is the bomb.
All right, Kelly, talk a little bit about the festival. For somebody who has never been to it before, what would you say to them?
Well, 32 years says a lot in itself. It's got to be a very successful festival when you pack 50,000 people down here in a two-day event. We'd love to see you. Your money that we collect today goes back into the festival, into the community for year-round. So you see benefits. It helps Little River, helps the surrounding communities and the various civic organizations. So we'd love to have you 32 years and come see us this weekend.
And the big thing about it now, y'all have vendors out there, but nobody will be selling seafood except the restaurants on the waterway.
Except the restaurants on the waterway, and it is the Blue Crab Festival, so there will be plenty of blue crab and strawberry cake at Captain Jules.
Yes.
Yeah, look at what's this?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
there's a fine example.
I found one right here.
Crab sandwich. Well, there's some great food out here, and just a great event. You know, we were talking to Tracy about families come back year after year and generation after generation. And
this will be my 10th year attending the Blue Crab Festival. When you say 50,000 people, it's hard to imagine that many people in this one location, but it's very organized. You would not be able to tell when you left there was actually 50,000 people down here.
I tell you, and entertainment's going on all the time.
All day long, both days.
I mean, you got some, let's say, who you got coming? You got a few people you can tell us?
We have Jim Quick and the Coastline Band.
Oh, unbelievable
We have
group.
The Craig Woolard Band.
Wow, you got the best of the
so you got
best.
some good beach music going on.
Yeah.
We have the Carolina Soul Band.
Wow.
And the Fantastic Shakers.
So you got all the top beach music band. All kinds of entertainment.
BlueCrabFestival.org, and it gives you an exact lineup on who's playing on what days and at what times.
Okay.
That's pretty good. We found out everything about it. All right.
Yeah.
You staying and eating lunch with us today?
I'm staying for the cake.
Yeah,
Don't touch the cake. Amanda's already eaten half that cake already. Everything they make here at Captain Jules, that cake, all of it's homemade, and they make it daily. All kinds of cakes in there.
If nothing else, if there's no other reason to come here this weekend,
come eat.
come for the cake.
That's right. And besides all the seafood they'll have at the waterfront restaurants, all out, the vendors are going to have any kind of food you're looking for. They're going to have jewelry, wood, you know, anything you want. They're going to have it right here. And I promise you, there's no other place you need to be but right here this weekend at Little River.
It's all going on at the world-famous Blue Crab Festival right here in Little River. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Coming up right after this show at 1 o'clock, we've got The Chew.
And then at 5 p.m., Dr. Oz, he tests out the craziest new health trends to find out what works and what doesn't. Tonight, 7:30 p.m. Entertainment Tonight, and at 8 p.m. Shark Tank jewelry line for service members. Ooh, got to check that out. And at 10 o'clock, 2020. And coming up this weekend, right here in Little River, the Blue Crab Festival. We're talking about a family-friendly, biker-friendly, huge event. Everybody needs to come. It's going to be great.
It is. And one thing that I also want to say is I want to mention that we really appreciate the local people. The local people, they contact their family that lives in Charlotte and says, come on down, you know, stay with me for the weekend. And they put up with a lot from us, taking up these streets and all this kind of stuff throughout the festival. But so I just want to say thank you, especially to a lot of the businesses and to the residents of this area, because without them and cooperating and allowing us to do what we do, we wouldn't be able to have this beautiful area.
And you have a lot of local vendors, too.
We have a lot of local vendors as well. And a lot of them are businesses. We have a lot of businesses that know the crowd that we get here, even if it's an insurance company. And you'd be surprised at the number of things that they actually sell. I mean, like Benjamin's Jewelers. I mean, he comes out here usually and sets up stuff and he sells. You know, we have insurance companies, we have car dealerships, you name it. We have a lot of local businesses as well as like Humane Society and different things like that, just for recognition as to what they're doing and to get awareness of their businesses.
How many vendors you got this year?
About 300.
Wow,
We
this
were
place
able,
will be loaded.
Yeah, we were able to maneuver a few more extra spots this year, so we have about 300 that's coming
great.
in.
Well, you know, we were talking about it does do a lot for the businesses because it does bring people who have never been here,
Right.
and then they keep coming back either to the restaurants or maybe some of the businesses they've had.
And that's one of the things. Yeah, the restaurants really appreciate that because even if whenever they come to the festival, they come and they may go to Fibbers, which is right next door, a delicious restaurant, absolutely delicious. They may go there, but then they're going to come here the next time, or they're going to go to Key West Crazy or Crab Catchers or something. They're going to try them all. So, you know, they may come here one time, but then they're going to come back because it's so quaint.
Well, and what I love is that a lot of it is local seafood. I mean, it's
absolutely
right out here.
It
That makes a big difference.
It is. We actually did a show with you the other morning, and it showed actually that they're pulling those crab pots up and they're serving the crab. And then we also have a lot of other local seafoods right here, seafood stores where they get their seafood from.
Yeah, sure. There's one right up the street. Yeah, I held a blue crab.
She
I held a crab. It could have been that one right there.
Hey,
she was like she was gonna.
I'm holding one.
Hers was live, but you know, it was, and I kept saying you're gonna fall off the boat, but anyway, it was kind of cute.
Well, I got to tell you, the committee has come together and put together. They redid this whole festival, and it's really come out good, though, Tracy. It really has.
Thank you, thank you. Everybody's put a lot of work into it. We had a lot of meetings. Lord have mercy, I know people are tired of hearing my voice because we meet every couple of weeks, and that's throughout the year.
Well,
I mean, we meet all the time.
A big event like this, you know.
And I think Harold Worley was one that spearheaded.
He did, and we thank him.
That's
and
right.
Horry County, and of course, we also have a lot of support from the police department, the fire department, the sheriff's department. You name it. I mean, they are here from all over the state. Highway Patrol, they are here, and a lot of these people, they love the festival. They'll donate their time to come. I mean, it is incredible.
You can't beat that.
So we without the whole support of the entire Horry County, we would not be able to do what we do. Not to mention businesses like yourself, you know, all that you donate, all your time and all of your staff and all of your commercials and sponsorships and stuff, we wouldn't be able to do what we need to do without y'all.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. I tell you, it's going to be a big event. Big event.
Huge. We're talking about the world famous
Blue Crab Festival
right here in Little River. You don't want to miss it.
Well, I think it's time for us to go. It's time for us to say goodbye.
Time for us to say
Is that it? The show over? The show over? We're going to eat. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Y'all have a great weekend. See you at the Blue Crab Festival Saturday and Sunday right here. It's a great place to be. And we'll see you Monday back in the studio.
It's blue and it's big. The world-famous Blue Crab Festival in Little River, South Carolina. May 18th and 19th. Bring your family and meet your friends to enjoy more than 250 specialty arts and crafts, delicious food, award-winning live entertainment, fun kids area, and mouth-watering fresh seafood prepared only by local restaurants. Discounted tickets in advance at these locations. The world-famous Blue Crab Festival, May 18th and 19th. Brought to you by Premier Concierge, your event planning specialist, and these sponsors.